G'day guys, my name's Nick and this is Nicktrition. In today's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 reasons why you need to stop purchasing and consuming alkaline water. And if after those top 5 reasons you don't believe me, then I am your long lost uncle who has died and I've left you all my inheritance and all I need you to do is send me $1,000 so you can get it. Humans are basically just complicated plants, right? We all need food and sunlight and air and water to survive. And because we aren't just complicated plants, we're also consumerist plants, we've also found a way, and we'll probably continue to find ways, to monetize those things that are so vital to us. Water's a good example. Water's not just monetized because we pay for it to be plumbed into our house, and then because we pay for the water to come through that plumbing and out of our tap, but also because we pay for people to package it into bottles that are convenient and portable size and sold to us in stores. And because plastic is bad for the environment, we don't just go back to our tap at home. We now want them to package it into cans or into cartons. I mean, soon enough we'll be paying for people to just spit it into our cupped hands. It's not just the portability and convenience we're ready to pay for either. We will pay for any kind of fancy water if you put a fancy label on it. If you tell me it's from a natural spring, I'm going to want that natural spring water, despite the fact that it's neither natural nor from a spring. And if you tell me it contains more vitamins and minerals, then I'm going to want the more vitamin and mineral water.
No, without a doubt, I promote vitamin water the best. Vitamin water! None of those other guys would do that. Shit. That wasn't part of the skit.
And if you can give it some extra flavor, because water's no good on its own, then I'm going to want the flavored water, because I'm a sucker. And if you want to add some extra flavor, then I'm going to want the flavored water, because I'm a big old sucker for marketing. I can't. Up until now, companies have tried a lot of things to get you to buy their water. And I haven't really had an issue with it, because all in all, it's getting you to drink more water, and that can't be a bad thing, right? But we're kind of at the point now where companies are just going a little bit too far. And I would say that about a few different types of water, but there's no bigger culprit than alkaline water. If you don't know what alkaline means, it's basically, no pun intended, it's basically a way to refer to a substance's pH level. The H in pH refers to the concentration of hydrogen ions. The higher on the pH scale, the more alkaline, the lower on the pH scale, the more acidic. In the middle is neutral. Water is neutral because it contains one acidic hydrogen ion and one alkalinic hydroxide ion. So any substance that contains more acidic ions is going to be acidic, any substance that contains more alkalinic ions is going to be an alkaline, and anything that contains an equal number or close to is going to be neutral. Going too far on the scale either way can kill you, such as sulfuric acid or drain cleaner and bleach. And just for a reference, human blood is approximately 7.4 and therefore considered still neutral. Most alkaline water manufacturers increase their water's pH by adding minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium to their water to increase the pH up to 8 or 9. And this is still well within the safe range, assuming you're not at risk of things like kidney stones. Okay, now that you know what everything is, let's get into this list of reasons why alkaline water is a basic waste of money. Reason number 1. Alkaline water has been thought to be better for hydration, specifically for athletes. But here's the thing, all water is good for hydration for athletes. And if athletes are losing a lot of electrolytes, things like magnesium, potassium, sodium, then it's probably a good idea to add some of those things to your water. Now, companies like Lucozade and Gatorade and Powerade and anything ending with aid already adds those electrolytes to their water. They also add some good flavoring. It's also probably cheaper than just alkaline water. But it's not the alkalinity of the water that's helping the hydration, it's just the electrolytes that you lost by sweating. Myth busted. Reason number 2. Most people who believe in and talk about alkaline water are probably also the kind of people who will talk about detoxing. Well, guess what? The human body is a bloody detox machine. You got a liver for detoxing. You got kidneys for detoxing. I've actually only got 1.5 kidneys. That's kind of irrelevant for this. You got intestines for detoxing. You got sweat glands for detoxing. Look at all that detoxy goodness. Essentially, the human body's been made to handle a pretty varied intake. You drink too much water, you pee more. You don't drink enough water, you get thirsty. It's pretty self-regulating and it completely detoxes itself. You don't have any reason to detox. Don't ever buy anything that says detox on it. Anyone who says detox, you can probably stop listening to them unless it's me or someone else bagging out detoxes. Reason number 3. You might have heard someone who's super into their alkaline water or their alkaline diet talk about osteoporosis, specifically how the inclusion of more calcium in your water, which makes it more alkaline, can stop your body leaching calcium from your bones and therefore making your bones weaker or cause bone loss. Now, while this seems like it might make sense, a meta-analysis of over 55 studies looking at the difference between alkaline and acidic diets saw no association between whether your diet was acidic or alkalinic and bone loss. Reason number 4. Another one that kind of makes sense, and there seems to be some logic there, is that drinking alkaline water can help with acid reflux, and in theory that works. Adding alkaline to an acid will generally make something neutral if you add enough of each. Unfortunately, there's no direct evidence that this actually works in the human body. They were able to neutralize stomach acid in a lab by adding alkaline water, but the human body tends to like certain parts of the digestive system to remain at a certain pH. And if you add a lot of alkaline water to the stomach, it will generally just produce more stomach acid until it returns to the pH that it wants it to be at. Reason number 5. Not now. Lastly, and definitely the worst of all the claims, is that drinking alkaline water can help prevent cancer or augment cancer treatment. It doesn't. Anybody who tells you that, just turn around, walk away, and send them a text message that includes a link to this video so they can hopefully be educated enough not to spread that bullshit anywhere else. Now, I've got one last thing to finish with, but if you've enjoyed the video so far, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. It is a massive help to the channel. Now, remember when I said before that adding enough acid to an alkaline will eventually result in a neutral? Well, if you're ever with someone who asks for an alkaline water and then they add lemon to it, you have my permission to throw the water in their face and then turn around and run, because they probably do CrossFit and they're going to catch you pretty fast. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, consider subscribing. Until next time, I've been Nick, this has been Nicktrition, and I'll see you in the next video.